All right, I made it back to camp. I'm gonna get out the Coleman stove here in a little bit and heat up some food because my stomach is growling. Come down here and check out this swimming hole. Yes, sirree. Pretty swimming hole. I'll get out here later and swim, but first I gotta eat. All right, I just had me a little lunch. I'm gonna get in this water. This used to be a rope swing. Well, there's the rope right there at the base of the tree. So I'm gonna get in here and search around a little bit. Water appears to be quite a bit clearer down here. That's a good thing. enough is enough. I got to get out of this water. The sun's already going down over the hill and it's getting hard to see. This whole area is just full of targets. Mostly pennies and lead weights. But I need to be firing up that stove and cooking me something. Whew. I'm getting hungry. Made a little stir-fry rice before I came. That way all I had to do is just heat it up. That and some smoked ham. Put all that on a tortilla with a little cheese, and ooh, that's gonna be good. A little mystery seasoning. Got no idea what it is, but it's on there. Space was a little tight. I didn't have room for a table in my Mustang. I felt lucky to get the stuff in there that I did. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Whew. Wish I brought a little sriracha. That would have topped it off good. Alright, I tell you what, that made for a pretty good first day. Coins and a few pieces of jewelry. Good hot meal. Wasn't very many people out here. People that were out here were well behaved, which is not always the case in a place that's free. Pretty simple meal. Fried rice, ham and cheese, and some of that mystery seasoning. Next time I'll make sure that I bring out the sriracha. I'd top this off just right. Alright, well, I'm going to finish my meal, tidy up camp here a little bit, because I'm sure there'll be raccoons coming around tonight. Make my bed, get in there and sleep tonight. In the morning, I'll go back down there where I was finding that jewelry at and give it a good grid search. Ooh, now that I got my belly full, I still got a little bit of daylight left. I might as well come out here and entertain myself and see if there's any catfish biting. I don't plan on keeping them. I just want to see if I can catch something. Good way to spend the last few minutes before it gets dark. Looks like I got a perch dabbing at it. Yeah, he'll eventually work that hot dog weenie off that hook. Okay, I did a fine job of feeding the perch. I want to head back to camp and get ready for dark. It won't be far off. I've got some raccoons wanting in my ice chest real bad. Guess I'm gonna have to go put it up in my car. Well, I put up the ice chest, but little rascals were fast. They got in that ice chest and grabbed an entire package of hot dog weenies. Good thing I wasn't planning on eating those for breakfast. That was just catfish bait. They somehow got in there and got them quick. I heard my scuba boots hit the ground. They knocked the scuba boots off the ice chest and popped the lid up and grabbed the package of hot dog weenies. Lickety split. Oh well, at least I didn't get my food. "6:30 a.m. Did not realize I had my alarm clock set. My 53-year-old bones were not liking this thin pad. If I'm going to continue doing this kind of camping, I'm going to have to do something a little different. Well, I don't want to, but I suppose I need to get up and cook some breakfast. Oh, this hacks me off. Raccoons got all over the top of my Mustang last night trying to get to that ice chest. And apparently, they tried to claw their way in too. Man, that irritates the crap out of me. Little bastards. What the heck is that? I believe I'm going to have just a little bit more of the same what I had yesterday evening. Fried rice, ham, and a tortilla. Let that settle on my stomach, and then I'm going to get out there and do one last scuba dive. Only this time I'm going to concentrate over by those waterfalls. Well, as luck would have it, I had freshly charged batteries, and for some reason my GoPro is not coming on. I tested it before I even went out into the water. It was working perfectly, so I'm hoping I don't have some water that entered in there. Alright, so this is what I found. Little kid's scuba mask there. Little snorkeling mask. Trash. Somebody's key ring measuring tape. More lures. Nail. Some lead. Pocket knife. Looks like it's all there. I think I can probably clean this up. I don't know what the brand is. Got a penny, nickel, and a dime. Haven't been able to check the dates yet. And then one ring. I actually found this ring pretty early on. So, yeah. I see a stamp past my finger down there, so I'll have to look and see what it is. It's probably $9.25 or something like that. I'll see if I can clean it up real quick and take a look. Alright. Took a look at it. It is stamped JD on one side. Not sure what that is. And then the other side has 925. So silver ring. So with some little bitty gemstones in there. I'll have to test them later. Boy, they're little. Alright, well that's going to conclude my little river hunt for the last 2 days. I actually enjoyed that quite a bit. Coming out here and camping. Going out there in the river and searching whenever I want to. If I didn't want to, come back to camp and eat a little bite. Anyways. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. See you next time. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and do a wrap-up video instead of doing one on top of my ice chest at the camp. I cleaned up everything I found, including the junker sunglasses. So anyways, we're going to take a little closer look at everything. And since a couple pieces of jewelry had stones, we're going to go ahead and run them through the diamond tester and see what it says. Okay, as everybody knows, there is always junk. Actually, this is almost all the junk, which I'm surprised as much diving as I did. I'm surprised there's not more. There was more tin cans that I went ahead and threw away, but everything else, you know, broke lures, broke fingernail clippers for fishing line, odds and ends. And then that brings us to the semi-trash, a bunch of lead sinkers. Luckily, I like to fish, so I'm never in need of fishing weights, that's for sure. Again, bunch of old lures in here, some jigs, a few jigs that are actually pretty good. So anyways, 2.6 pounds of lead. Then we have snorkel mask. On every trip, I generally find at least one pair of snorkel masks. These are all just cheapies, US divers. All right, then that brings us to the sunglasses. 7 pair. And surprisingly, considering all the rocks, boulders, and gravel that were in that river, these sunglasses are actually in pretty good shape. I only found 1 pair that was just totally annihilated, but I was expecting the rest of these to be just trashed. But surprisingly, they're in good shape. They're all cheapies though. Alright, and that brings us to the coins. All the coins are what's considered clad, so no silver coins. An odd point was every quarter I found wound up being a state quarter. But got the quarters, nickels, dimes, and pennies. So it looks like we've got $2.05 here. Okay, moving on to the pocket knives. Got a K-bar. Took a lot of cleaning on these knives. They wouldn't even budge whenever I first pulled them out of the river. Oh, hear that? That sounds good. Gerber. It does not click anymore because the locking mechanism on the skeletal frame over here broke. I did find the part to it. In fact, it's right here. Good thing is, Gerber stands behind their product. So I contacted Gerber and they're going to send the new frame out so I can repair this knife. So anyways, it also cleaned up really well. Okay, these are my finds for the jewelry. Junker earring, hoop earring, no markings. Religious pendant. So this says Saint Anthony, Saint of Miracles on one side, and pray for us on the other. Okay, then in one of the deep rock crevices, I found this ring. No markings on it. Did a lot of scrubbing on it. I think it is brass. Not entirely sure. It's heavy, but it's not gold. So I'm pretty sure it's some kind of a brass ring. Then an earring, which I thought was just a junker earring. I mean, it probably is to some degree anyways, but it is pretty. Catches a lot of light and reflects those different colored stones. I was surprised whenever I used my jeweler's mask that I found a 925 stamp on the shank right here. So, sterling silver right there. And then, found this ring. When I found it, it was black. And it is stamped 925 on the inside also, and so it is also a sterling silver ring. But as you can see, hopefully it'll focus for us, it has some stones in it. So that's what we're going to look at today. We're going to run the diamond tester over these stones, and also just for funnies, these colored stones here. These are generally glass stones is generally what these are. But like I said, since we're going to be testing this one, I have some hopes that this might be real, simply because the diamonds are so small, and this is sterling silver. There's a possibility that the stones are real in this one. All right, let's get this show started. I'm going to go ahead and test the ones that they're all shiny and blingy. Like I said, they're probably glass stones. Ooh. My goodness, that went up there. Okay, look at that. These may be gemstones of some sort. Generally, whenever I put this on glass, it won't do anything. It barely wiggles. If anybody has a better idea, feel free to make a comment in the comment section. Okay, well, that was a pleasant surprise. Okay, now let's move on to these. This is going to be tough trying to get the meter on these stones. Ooh, look at that. Goodness gracious. Tell you what. Okay, 3. That should be about right size. Well, there's no doubt about that. Okay, those are diamonds. All right. It's missing 3 on the top. Bottom shelf has 12, and the top shelf is supposed to have 4. It just has 1 there, so it's missing 3 out of the 16. All right, very good. I'm pretty pleased with that little turnout. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I've got another one coming up here before too much longer. My parents and I go to another river system, a little bit bigger one, and one that people like to float down. And
The people that like to float down this river a lot of times like to take their Apple Watches, iPhones, and jewelry with them. So it's always a fun trip. All right, see you guys next time. Bye. All right, real quick update on the Gerber knife I found out in the river. This particular knife is a Gerber. Skeletonized frame. The locking mechanism had broke on it. I even found the small piece that had broke. I found it in the river while I was metal detecting. So anyways, renders the knife pretty much useless. I made a claim with Gerber. Had to fill out some paperwork, take a picture of the knife. That includes the model number on there, and show basically what's wrong with the knife, the part that's missing, and all that kind of stuff. And all the emails said that they were going to send the part out, so I figured I would be getting the skeletized frame on this one side here to replace. And it has star screws, so I figured I could probably take care of that. It took about 4 months to go through the entire process, but I got the package in today, and I was kind of surprised. I was expecting the part because all the emails said the part would come in, and instead I got an entire knife. So Gerber obviously backs up their warranty products, and got a brand new knife out of the deal. Not sure what I can do with this one. Just for safety purposes, this may wind up going in the trash can, just so nobody gets hurt. So anyways, that's a little update on the broken knife I found and Gerber's warranty.